Hi Curious! In this episode, we take you to the world of Emma Roberts, who has delighted audiences with her roles in such productions such as Scream Queens and American Horror Story. Of course, we can't forget the closeness she has with her aunt, famous for Pretty Women, none other than Julia Roberts, and it was she who in the past has helped young Emma escape from her father and gave her full support in starting her acting career. And now it seems like it's time for her to return the favor. And why do many think so? Well, it all ties in with her cousin Hazel Moder, the daughter of Julia Roberts, who some say is treading on Emma's toes. Is that actually the case? And will young Roberts reach out to young Hazel, and will we see them in one production? Or will there be a competition between them? Stay tuned until the very end to find out about their relations, but before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our daily videos. When talking about Emma Roberts, it is important to mention that her family tree includes the world of celebrities and the show business industry, and however, as a teenager, she dreamed of becoming an actress. But things were not all that easy as it might have seemed, and the fact that today she's a well-known and very popular actress with such an extensive portfolio at her age is a great merit of her aunt, who surrounded herself with the care and help to fulfill her dreams. And so at the age of about 10, Emma could already boast a role alongside Johnny Depp, where she played his daughter in the film Blow, and later on, she started acting for Nickelodeon in the series Unfabulous, and if you didn't know, Emma showcased her vocal abilities there, and she performed the theme song for their said series. And then came many more roles, of which we're going to talk about, and it's impossible not to mention all of them here. So as we already mentioned, Emma comes from an artistic family. Her grandmother, Betty Lou Bermatis Roberts, was an acting teacher in Georgia, and Emma's father, Eric Roberts, Julia's brother, although not as famous as his sister, he's also a well-known actor with a huge resume ranging from movies to music videos. And although the man's talent cannot be denied, he was surrounded by many controversies and accusations of violence against Emma and her mother. And here begins the role of Julia Roberts, who decided to protect her brother's family. She took care of her niece, gave her unconditional support, and even bought her and her mother a house to protect them from Eric. Emma also had her own scandal a few years ago, and it was exactly in 2013 when she was then stuck in a toxic relationship with Evan Peters, and during one of the high-profile brawls apparently, things got out of hand, and when the police arrived on the scene, the then 22-year-old actress was arrested for violence against her boyfriend, and she also had issues that she had to face in her youth due to her mother's lack of support in making her dreams come true. Little Emma knew as a young girl that she wanted to be an actress. However, her mother did not disapprove of this idea. After all, she saw with her own eyes what Hollywood environment looked like, which destroyed many people. And here we recall once again the problems with the law and substance abuse that Emma's father had. And no wonder that she wanted to protect her daughter and make Emma have a normal childhood away from the film industry. Nevertheless, young Roberts found great support in the eyes of her famous aunt, who spent a lot of time with her and took her to the film sets. Emma managed to become an actress, and today, at the age of 30, she's involved in nearly 60 titles. However, the famous name is not everything, because what fully opened the door to the acting world for her is also her talent, thanks to which she excels at in subsequent roles. And this, by the way, has her perfectly influenced, her earnings. In 2020, her net worth was about $25 million, and while it's hard not to talk about her innate talent, young Roberts' dreams indefinitely came true thanks to Julia, who didn't hesitate to give her unconditional support and care. But now that Emma's world as a new mom evolves mostly around her son, does anyone else in the family have a chance to stand in the spotlight? Well, that is sort of what's happening, and every year there are things happening on the red carpet that make history in some way, and this year will be no exception. Recently, Hazel Moder, daughter of Julia Roberts, appeared at the Cannes Film Festival alongside her father, Daniel Moder, and the teenager received instant media attention. It was her first major public appearance, which made her hit the headlines, and as many believe, given that the family tradition, it's only a matter of time when she will enter the film world and gain popularity and start appearing on the covers of magazines. We briefly remind you that Julia and Daniel have been married for almost 20 years, and when it comes to information about their family, they are very secretive. But since we are talking about one of their 3 children, 16-year-old Hazel, it is very possible that the girl whose mother is an award-winning actress and a father a cameraman, Hazel will one day follow in the footsteps of her parents and start a career in show business. And the teenager is a very active in various sports activities at her school, and she and her mother have been photographed at soccer games many times, and on her father's Instagrams you can see that she enjoys indulging in activities such as swimming and cycling. And the advantage of being the daughter of a first-rate celebrity is having a full closet of luxury clothes, most often unique, collectible, and tailored especially for Julia Roberts. So the actress herself in 2017, in an interview with People magazine, confessed that she is saving for Hazel, especially her iconic black dress from Valentino, which she wore at the 2001 Oscar Gala, in which she received the statuette for the Best Lead Actress. Hazel also has a twin brother, Phineas, both of whom were born on November of 2004 and were joined by their younger brother Henry in June of 2007. The 16-year-old does not have her own social media and certainly not one that is public. However, from the photos that are available online, you can immediately see that she has inherited many genes from her mom. Although Emma Roberts wanted to be an actress when she was 5 years old and her role model was her Aunt Julia, it's unclear at this point whether Hazel will decide to follow in her mother's footsteps or, whatever professionally. And the 16-year-old has already the media's attention, and there's no doubt that whatever decision she makes, it will be closely followed by the press. And as an interesting fact, we will also add that she has already made her debut on a movie set. In 2016, she played a small role in the movie The Mother's Day, and it probably won't be a surprise if we tell you that one of the key characters was played by her own mom. So as you can see, as the world of entertainment, it's no stranger to Hazel, and she's passionate about fashion and did a great job on the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival recently. So there is much to suggest that she will decide to tie her future with show business. And if so, does that mean that Emma will help her close cousin in that regard? It's quite possible. Although with Julia Roberts and Daniel Moder as her parents, the 16-year-old has all the roads rather open. And however, if she does want to enter this world, surely the advice of the still young Emma, who has many important friends among the artists of her younger generation, would be very useful for Hazel. Many now will probably think that it would be easier for the girl if she appeared in some production alongside her cousin. Well, undoubtedly yes. At the moment, however, Emma is heavily focused on her most important role of her life. The 30-year-old became a mom for the first time at the end of December of 2020, and on her Instagram, she sometimes posts photos of her son. And, as her fans noticed, she is a radiant as ever one with her little one. So it's worth noting that although she tries to spend every possible moment with her child, she has several productions that are in progress, so she's not given up her work completely. However, we were unable to find out any information about what level of intimacy exists between her and Hazel, and while many are wondering if Emma will extend a helping hand to the girl, others are speculating over whether there will be any competition between the young ladies if she enters show business. And as one might suspect, they are probably close because especially, the bond between Emma has with Julia, her aunt, and also Hazel's mother. And given that the help that she once received, many of the 30-year-old fans say that she's certainly happy to help the young Hazel enter the world of film when it's needed. So curious, tell us, would you like to see Emma and Hazel in the same production? And now that Emma is focused on raising her son, does Julia Roberts' daughter have a better chance of getting some attention? Do you think that there would be any competition between them? Or are you confident that Hazel would get plenty of support from her older cousin? Let us know in the comments below, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you enjoyed this episode, please pass it along. Hope to hear from you all soon. See you guys next time.